Hey, what's up, dudes and dudettes? Brad the Guitologist here, or Fixologist, I should say, on this channel over here. Used to be my channel too, now it's called the Fixologist. Okay, so I've done a couple of different videos now on this 1980s, late 80s John Deere ride-on mower that I got for free off the curb. So in the first video, we just kind of did an overview. In the second video, we took the starter apart and attempted to overhaul it, and I had determined that the starter was no good based on the test that I was doing. Well, it turns out the test was faulty because I had the battery hooked up wrong. So looking back at the footage, somebody made a comment on the last video, and I think Michael Dees, I think, is the one who made the comment. So thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. It forced me to go back and look at the footage again. And yes, indeed, I had the battery leads hooked up here and here. I'll put a piece of footage up so you can see what I did. So you can see that that's totally wrong. This is the way that the battery should be hooked up to do a test on the full starter. I was doing a test for just the solenoid, which, I mean, that's a valid test if you're just doing the action of the solenoid, but that's not the only action you're doing there. And that's why it was also kind of fluttering as well, because obviously you can't bridge contacts, the positive and negative. That's bad for my car battery. If I kept that up too much longer, I would have ruined my car battery too. So that was really stupid. Don't know what I was thinking there, and just, one of those things, I guess you live and learn. Like I said, I am not, and have never professed to be, an expert at this. This is not my forte. I'm learning as I go here on all this. So let's try the test now that we have the correct setup. Actually, should have sent it the other direction. Okay, can we see the pinion? Should be able to see the pinion over here. If it's gonna work, it'll pop up here and spin. And that's exactly what it's doing. Popping up and spinning perfectly. So this is a good starter after all. My bad, mea culpa, and I'm a fucking idiot. Anyway, so this is a good starter. Oh, also, some of you guys were asking about the chickens. We might as well go check out what they're up to today. I caught some of them in the egg boxes the other day, and it looked like they were about to lay eggs, so hopefully we'll start getting eggs. Oh, and also we have rabbits. Chickens! Chickens! What you doing, chickens? Where are the rabbits? Did they escape? The rabbits are trying to escape. Check this shit out. So they've dug holes in all the corners, or next to all the... They're just trying to escape, man. Why would you want to escape such a lovely prison? Hey! Hey! Hey, little rabbits! You don't want to escape, surely. Surely not. You don't want to escape, do you, little rabbits? You don't need to escape. You don't need to escape. You're good here. Chickens! Coming out to see what's going on. They feel the commotion. Nice and cozy up in there. Yeah, man, stop trying to dig out. You're pissing me off. So this is inside the chicken run. There's the door we installed. We did that in another video. If you haven't seen that, I'll put it up here. So this is the run. And yeah, they're settling in pretty good out here. I've taken some grass clippings and stuff like that when I've mowed and put out here to soak up some of the water, so it's just not a mud pit. That seems to work pretty well, actually. I need a couple more bags. Actually, next time I mow, I need to throw more in here. What? What are you looking at? What? What is it? What are you looking at? Curious? Curious little chickens. Okay, we are very near the point of being able to crank this thing. We're very close. I just got a couple wires to attach over here, and then we're there. So yeah, I guess if you're going to be an idiot, it's good to be an idiot in a way that actually helps you in the end, you know. So I was testing it wrong, so this thing turned out to be good. I'm actually really glad I was an idiot in this case. Okay. Wires are hooked up, starter's attached. We're ready to turn it over. I'm gonna hook up the battery from my car again. Is that going to do it? There it is. There it is. Okay, the teeth are having trouble catching on the flywheel where they're supposed to. Sometimes when I click it, you'll notice the teeth right in here, they'll catch properly, but other times they don't seem to want to. So yes, there are several switches on this mower. I do have both pedals depressed, and I have this lever right here. That's like the parking brake. So when it's parked up, you have both of those down, and that little lever is in the inside position. If you want to release that, you pull that little lever out. So that has to be in, and those depressed, and they will stay on their own. That has to be in neutral, and that has to be in the back position. You'll see there is a switch. That's a switch right there under that little plate. When that plate comes down, it depresses that switch, so that has to be down also. So that's all of the things that have to be satisfied in order to start this thing. And like I said, for whatever reason, we've got, at least it is cranking over now, so we're one step closer. But yeah, I'll show you what I mean. The teeth are hitting. put some gasoline in the carb and just see if we have any fire at all. It sounds like it's going to fire. Should try this contact cleaner first. It slung water all out at me, but other than that, man, it was gonna fire. Check it out. Let's do it again. I'm just using the contact cleaner to try to fire it. Oh man, the compression sounds good. I think if we get the fuel system sorted, and I'm not sure, like I said, I'm not sure on the teeth on this thing, on the flywheel. It only seems to be catching ever so often. It's not, it doesn't end in a correct position. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know if that's something I can't even fix really from up here. Oh, the fuel shutoff was off. Usually helps if when you turn the fuel valve on, that you actually have the fuel line hooked up to the carb. Okay, well, you know, live and learn, right? I fucked everything else up, might as well fuck that up too. That's funny. Alright. Looks like we got a little leak coming from here too. Everywhere the fuel can possibly leak, it's leaking. So we'll have to just run this for a second and then cut it off. But I want to see if we can get it running and stay running for just a minute. fuel's just pouring out of the drain on the bottom of the carb. All right, I'm not sure why, but the fuel is just pouring out of the drain on the bottom of, there's a drain plug on the bottom of the carb. It's pouring out of it. I'm gonna have to figure out why. I don't know if there's not a good seal on it or what, but I think we're gonna have to yank the carb back off of there. Okay, I pulled that carb back off of there, and I think I had misplaced the drain plug. In other words, I had put it in the wrong spot on the carb. There's another spot on the carb on the upper body that didn't have a screw in it, I don't think, when I took it apart. I'm positive it didn't. In fact, I'll have to look back at the footage, the raw footage of me taking it apart, but I'm pretty certain it was not there. So anyway, I moved the screw that I put in the wrong spot back down to the drain where it belongs, and or the plug rather, and we'll see what we get now. Maybe we can get this thing to run for a second. Nope. Fuel was not on because I forgot to hook up the solenoid. Let's try it again. This is the time right here. It's gonna go. Hang on, try to start it again. Okay, got a little bit of smoking down there. It's on the exhaust. I think the exhaust is just burning off some crap. You see a little smoke coming up. That's no biggie. Yeah, exhaust is burning off crap. Okay, so here is the checklist of stuff that we need to fix now. So I did go ahead and order another starter, so I'm gonna have to send that starter back. I obviously don't need it. Or at least I don't think I do. Now the teeth, the way that is engaging is giving me a bit of fit, but it does work, so I'm not too concerned about it. The fuel lines were leaking a little bit earlier, so I'll have to keep an eye on those. They were kind of leaking at the joints of every valve. They were kind of like leaking a bit here, and still leaking a bit right up here. So I'll probably replace some fuel line. Replace all the fuel line, in fact. Let's see, what else? The belt, of course, we've got to clean out from under there. I need to drop the deck and I'm going to take the deck completely off and grease up all this and oil the spindles. Do that for all of them. What else? I'll get a little John Deere green paint and paint the deck here. I've got that piece ordered, that rubber piece that goes there. Nothing left really, but just little stuff, you know, little stuff. The shifter indicator, the plastic piece that goes on there was broken, so I'm gonna epoxy it back together. The seat, you know, needed some work. Just little things like that, but we're pretty much there. So this thing does run after all. Would have had it running on the last video, except we've had a lot of rain lately. I haven't been able to get back down here and do anything with it really. Let's get that off of there. Oh yeah, and also that reminds me, it does need a battery, of course. And we did learn that there is no dead man switch on the seat. There's nothing on the seat. You don't even have to have a seat on it to run it, obviously. Just got to put the parking brake on, and then that has to be in neutral, and that has to be in the back position. So those are the prerequisites to being able to start the thing. But yeah, we're pretty much there, man. I'm excited. And the wheels, the tires, we got to do tires on it. So I'm excited to get it driving, but I got to wait for some more parts.